It's gonna be amazing.
I'm a stool. Sit on me. Nope, no, stools don't talk. Stools don't talk.
It's gonna be me.
I'm gonna sing the doom song now. Doom, 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 doom.
I hate you, dragon.
Oh, Lord Zaddy!
Let's dance. Let's just dance. Let's dance.
Oh.
How does it feel to be owned by potassium?
It feels pretty miserable.
It's gonna be me.
I like saying Hail Mary because my name's Mary.
If it walks like a furnace and quacks like a furnace, it's a furnace.
That's wild. Outer wild. Kind of like a baby. Bum ba bum ba da ba da ba 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 da ba da ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da ba. Oh man, that reminds me of Shinespark. I hope Shinespark's doing okay, wherever Shinespark is. I hope they are living their best life and living their dreams in Alaska right now, because I feel like I'm in Alaska right now. It is so cold here. Woo! We woke up to a little bit of a winter wonderland outside today. And according to my weather app, it says it is 26 degrees. Ander has an Android phone. I have an iPhone, so our weather apps differ slightly.
Mine is always more right.
His is always more accurate. It's true. So it says it's supposed to get up to 31 today at 3 p.m. I don't know if that's happening. It says it's 26. That's true. Oh, it says it feels like 16, so we're not in the single digits anymore. That's helpful. Because when we woke up this morning, it felt like 4 degrees. And what? Oh, sweet. Well, maybe I can take a walk later after I stream then. And I told the girls we could go to the gas station and get, like a little treat or something because, I don't know, because we have a bag of Jolly Ranchers in our house and Auden can't have them. And so I'll pop one in my mouth while I'm cleaning the kitchen or something. And she'll be like, what are you eating? I'm like, nothing. I'm not eating anything. And then Charlotte will have one. And then I feel bad for Auden because she can't have one. So I need to go get her like a little treat. How are you guys? I hope everybody's warm and I hope everybody is safe. I see Landrider and I see Alcondros. How are you? Good to see you. Boyaki. I like the new color of Boyakis personally. And listen, I also really love synth wave stuff. So it's like totally cool. DJ BJ, my kid wants to invent a pencil with an eraser on each end. Ander, my kid wants to invent a pencil with an eraser on each end, but I just don't see the point. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's Jane. Good day to eat some chili. And Purple. How's it going, Hayes? We did have chili yesterday and it was delicious. My friend came in the clutch and gave me 2 cans of black beans. Oh, refried beans and chili. That sounds terrible. Yeah, so we had chili last night and we watched, what did we watch yesterday? We watched, we watched How to Train Your Dragon. So me and the girls watched How to Train Your Dragon. And then Ander and I, we had kind of a situation last night. I went to bed with my heated blanket, which I've just been toting around the house with me. I went to bed with my heated blanket at like 8 and I started watching Star Trek Into the Darkness, whatever. The one with Benedict Cumberbatch, because it's free on YouTube right now. So I started watching it on the iPad in bed and Ander was like, you're watching a movie? And I said, yeah, I'm done being vertical. Like I'm done. I want to just be inert. And he was like, well, I want to watch a movie. And I was like, okay, then come over here and watch with me. And he goes, well, I don't want to watch this one. And so we kind of had like this tussle. And then finally he was like, let's watch Inception. So I lugged my PlayStation into the family room to watch Inception. But then what was it that we decided to watch after Inception? Oh, Ander was like, well, you haven't seen The Fifth Element. And I was like, that's true. Fifth Element is free on YouTube. So we went back to YouTube. But turns out The Fifth Element isn't free on YouTube anymore. So then it went back to being a disc. So then we started Inception. And then Ander was like, what about Avatar? You haven't seen Avatar yet, the second Avatar. So we ended up watching the first 2/3 of Avatar Way of the Water because we started it at like 8:30 and we turned it off at like 10:30. And I was like, I am done. Like, I need to go to bed. I'm done. So we're going to finish it tonight. But it started out being like this whole thing. We couldn't quite figure out like what we wanted to do. Alcondro says it's been almost 2 years, but hearing Fahrenheit temperatures always throws me off. Oh, I'm sure it does. Just like seeing Celsius always throws me off still. I know, it's weird. If America could just like get with the program, I don't know. Hey, it's Collector, how are you? Are you warm over there? Do you have this like Arctic blast? Chain says, I like synthwave too. Makes me all nostalgic for the 80s. And then I go listen to 80s music and it sounds so much worse than synthwave. I really like the live channel by Knight Rider called Chill Synth. That one's a really good one. It's a channel on YouTube and it's live pretty much all the time. I would play it on my channel, but it's not. I went to their Discord one time and asked if it was copyright free. Like, Lo-Fi Girl that we're listening to right now is pretty much across the board. They're like, yes, you can use this in your live streams. You just have to credit us somewhere on the screen or whatever. And so I did. I've been meaning to add a little like now playing widget, but I just haven't. I got blue on my hands from my child covered in oh, they have a synthwave stream? Oh. I went on their Discord and was like, hey, can I use this in a live stream? And they were like, well, you can ask around and see which people don't mind it. And I was thinking, no. I don't have time for that. Like, I need like a live stream that I can just play in the background of my stream. I don't have time to sit and message like 25, 30, 40 different creators and be like, hey, can I use your music? 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 And I was told Chill Hop was also considered royalty free or whatever, and that we could I could use chill hop in my streams, and I did for the longest time, and Game Chops. And then all of a sudden, just randomly, I started getting copyright claims when I would upload my VOD to YouTube. And I was like, I'm not gonna play these games. I don't wanna get into trouble. And I'm perfectly happy to like support, but I also don't want to get mixed messages and be told I can use music and then get a copyright claim for it and get into trouble for it. It's not a copyright strike, but I'm still just like, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't know. Hey, it's John and Mac. Oh my gosh, Mac, do you have a snow day today? Boyaki woke up today and was immediately done with being vertical. So I got that from my stepmom. She came into the family room when we were staying with them last summer, and she came in to the family room at the end of the day, and she was like, hey kids, good night kids. Done being vertical. Going to bed. I was like, I love that. I need to steal that. So I stole it from somebody else. Collector says, happy Monday. I'm not part of the Arctic blast, thankfully. 55 degrees. Oh, that actually sounds really nice. I do plan on getting myself super, super dressed up and like covering my face and wearing, you know, headgear and all that stuff and taking a walk around the neighborhood. Not with Auden, but, you know, but just by myself because, I need it. It does me good. And I just started listening to a new book called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I don't know how many of you would really love it. It seems a little bit on the, it seems a little bit on the chick lit side, even though it's written by a male, but I will recommend The Humans by Matt Haig. Excellent book. Loved it. Thought it was great. And it's actually very, it's really interesting because it's the story of I'm sorry, I'm talking about The Midnight Library now. It's about a woman, so far, I've only listened to like an hour of it, but she is really, really depressed and feels like nobody needs her, nobody cares about her, nobody wants her, nobody wants anything to do with her. Hey, it's Napsy! Oh, that's right, it is a school day. It's no school, like no, or like a no school day. So Napsy, do you have the day off today? Yeah, it's cold, and I'm glad there wasn't any school today because we had quite the like kind of snowy, kind of icy dusting over our city today. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning, but it's supposed to be sunny all day tomorrow, but it's not supposed to get that much warmer. But this female protagonist, just is so depressed and so sad and just so many bad things keep happening. And then she finds herself in the Midnight Library, which is the space between death and life where you're able to experience all the lives that you could have lived. I feel like it's going to be kind of a It's a Wonderful Life kind of situation if you've seen that movie. But it really just made me so sad because I know there are people out there who feel that way. And my heart just goes out to anybody that feels like they're either not wanted or not appreciated or not needed or anything. I think we all go through periods in our lives where we feel that way, but I know some people experience that a lot more than others. And sometimes it's an actual chemical imbalance like my mom had. And my heart just breaks for those people. And I really hope that if you're struggling with things like that, you will reach out. If you can find somebody to reach out to you, even if it's a support group, even if it's somebody you don't know. I hope you find peace, and I hope you can kind of stick through the bad times, because I know that there will be good times, but sometimes a lot of people just go through lots of bad times. Don't recommend human. Not a great species. Procrastinates a lot. Sometimes do funny things. 2 out of 10. I like being human, but life does suck sometimes, and there are definitely ups and downs, and there are hard times, but I feel like there are also good times, and there are also positive times, but sometimes it just takes a long time to get through the hard times, and everybody kind of struggles with things differently, but it just really hit me. It was very poignant last night as I was listening to it. I was cleaning up the kitchen, getting ready to put some chili in some bowls and stuff. And it just really struck me. It was really, I don't know. Yeah. Bye, Ander. He was like, yeah, I'm not sticking around. Well, and I'm sitting here watching my baby monitor, and she's just sitting in there playing, but I guess we'll see what happens. This is kind of what we've been seeing in Firewatch too. Like, sometimes bad things happen. And I don't believe in a God or a loving Heavenly Father that's like, well, you did this, so cursed. Now you have to lose your mom, or now you have to lose your dad, or now you have to lose your job, or whatever. I don't believe that's how God works. I think life is unfair. Life is fair because it's unfair to everyone, but everybody experiences unfairness in a different way. You know, some people really do just have a really rough go of it, and I just don't really entirely know why. But I don't know. So we're kind of sort of seeing that in Firewatch as well. So I don't know. But let me tell you, with this cold weather, our house is static electricity city. It's electricity city. It's amazing. Everything, like the girls' hair is like standing on end when they come out of their rooms after being in their blankets and stuff. Everything is so dry. My hands are so dry. My feet are so dry. Everything is so dry. Max says there's an Agatha Christie quote that this subject reminds me of. I like living. I have sometimes been wildly, despairingly, acutely miserable, racked with sorrow. But through it all, I still know quite certainly that just to be alive is a grand thing. I agree. I really, really agree with that because we're kind of walking miracles. I mean, if you look at the way the human body works and you look at the way everything all has to kind of work. I mean, being born is a miracle. It really, truly is. A baby is a true miracle. The way that all those cells come together and everything all comes together to make a, you know, functioning human being, that is really, really miraculous. And so I think it's a huge miracle that we're even, so many of us are all just walking around living our daily lives. But life can be really hard and it can definitely throw some curveballs. And I just really hope. Yes, and I agree with that. I think these days, I think a lot of time, I think social media right now, we're in a very big movement of like, it is, you should never be sad or you should never be tired. And every time you're sad or you're tired, you should, like, all these people go on TikTok and Instagram and all this stuff and they complain about it. And I'm like, everybody goes through rough patches. Everybody is tired. Everybody is sad. We all have sad moments and it's okay to be sad. Did we all watch Inside Out? Inside Out. Oh my gosh, it's true. Sorry for the, well, technically, but humidifiers help with static. That is a good idea. We have 2 humidifiers. We actually finally got 2 humidifiers because I was like, one of these days, both our girls are gonna end up sick at the same time. So we got 2 cool mist humidifiers because in Texas, the warm mist humidifiers can create mold. Oh, Drew, I'm so happy to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We're in Wisconsin and run 2 big ones all winter. I didn't even think of that. I will 100% put the humidifiers in our family room. Because, yeah, like my hands. This reminds me of living in Utah. I grew up in Utah, so I just remember, like, and when I go back to visit Utah, I'm like, I need every humidifier you have. I need 7 things of lip balm, and I need all the lotion in your house, like in my room. Ugh, I get so dry. And I start running the warm mist humidifiers like 2 hours before I go to bed, and then I close my bedroom door so the room just kind of fills up with warm mist because I just need to live in a sauna, apparently. Okay, wait. Lots of love for Inside Out. Also, Napsy says time to get rid of social media. I think a big reason a lot of people are so sad is because we are overindulging in other people's lives. And we should stop that, but it's really hard to stop that. Shane says, and Agatha Christie knew the value of life because she stole it from so many in her books. Truth, truth, truth. Landrider says, my mother strangely never liked Inside Out. Granted, she never watched it from start to finish. Oh, I cried. Yeah, like Jane, I cried. Hey, it's Chaos. How are you? Yeah, you can't live. Well, the whole main message behind Inside Out is that happiness and sadness need each other. And there is such thing as toxic happiness. And that's what happiness is. That's what joy is in Inside Out. She never wants Riley to be sad. She wants her to be happy all the time. But that's just not realistic. And so joy and sadness have a hard time getting along because she doesn't want Riley to be sad, and sadness doesn't really know how to like function in the kind of the grand scheme of things. But it all comes down to the fact that if you don't experience the sadness, you don't experience the joy, and vice versa. It's just kind of like all trials in life. If you don't experience trials, you'll never be thankful for the things you really, really have. And so it's this huge common misconception that like you should never be unhappy. Your job should make you happy 100% of the time. Your husband should make you happy 100% of the time. Your kids should behave and make you happy 100% of the time. And that's just not true. You are going to experience hard things. You should never think that your job is just because you have a couple bad days at work doesn't mean your job sucks and you should go find another one. Obviously, if your job is giving you lots of anxiety and issues and everything, and it's ongoing, yes, it's probably time to look for a new job. But like a bad day at work is not a bad life. It's just a bad day, you know? Rumi's like, well, my family and life is perfect, so I guess we're just better than everyone else. So, oh my gosh, Bing Bong. I think I cried. So I'm pretty sure Inside Out and The Help. I think I sobbed. I think I cried from the beginning to the end. Like I just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. And I still can't watch Inside Out to this day without crying. I can't watch Inside Out without crying. And actually I saw Inside Out with my mom, and my mom suffered from depression all her life. And she said that sadness, that little blue sadness is exactly what having clinical depression feels like. You just want to apologize for just existing. You are so sorry that you're even here, or that you're living, and that you're breathing, and you're just a nuisance to everyone. She said that was such a really amazing depiction of depression, because that's what your brain feels like all the time. And now I don't suffer from clinical depression, so I don't know what that's like. But I've certainly had moments of, I've certainly had situations like when my mom was living here with me, or like when we first moved here and I quit my job and became a stay-at-home mom and stuff. I've definitely gone through situations where I've become depressed. Boyaki says, Soul did nothing the first one. Then I watched it after having to reconsider my career and purpose, and it hit hard. Oh yeah, Soul also hit me really hard. Finding joy in the journey. Because if you don't find joy in the journey, you're always going to be looking for the next thing to make you happy. It's kind of like people that are like, well, when I get married, I'll be happy. Well, when I have kids, I'll be happy. Well, when this happens. Those things don't bring happiness. If you're not happy before those things, you're probably not going to find happiness in those things either, because that is complicated. Those are human relationships that are complicated. Being married to somebody is great if it's the right person, but if it's the wrong person, I imagine it would probably really suck. So those things don't just automatically make you happy. They still take work. There's still other human beings with free will that can make choices that can affect you deeply. So I don't know. Bing Bong's revenge. Oh, Bing Bong. Who's the one who likes to play? Is it who's the one? Doesn't he cry candy? Oh my gosh. Bing Bong. I also get really emotional at the end of Toy Story 3 when they're in the incinerator. Yeah. I won't tell you what Ander told me, which totally ruined that scene for me for like the rest of my life. It already made me sad, and then Ander said something about it, and I was like, I can't forget that. I can't unhear that. His music makes you shout hooray! And he cries candy. Yeah, there's that scene where Sadness is sitting with him and he's crying, and she's like, there are a lot of good memories with you and Riley, and she's talking with it and everything, and then all of a sudden like he kind of is like, yeah, and he's crying, and then he kind of picks himself up and he's like, thank you, and Joy's like, how did you do that? I don't know, I just kind of listened. I don't know. Chaos says, this was the first holiday season I haven't had the blues. Then my Huskies sucked in the championship game and the coach leaves 3 days later. Oh, I don't entirely know anything about sports. Go sports team! But I know that they're important to, like, the people that they're important to, it's really important to them. So I totally get that. I totally get that. You have to find things that make you happy, man. You got to find things that bring you joy. If you don't cry in the Toy Story 3 incinerator scene, you're a waste of space. Oh my gosh. There were two moments in that movie that made me cry. There was the incinerator, and then there was obviously just the very end of it all. And then they came out with the fourth one, and I don't understand why. It's kind of a cash grab, in my opinion. Yeah. When Andy gives his toys away, and we all kind of grew up with Toy Story. A lot of us kind of grew up with Toy Story, and so it really was like saying goodbye. And we've all been through that, where we've given our toys, either put them in a box or given them to charity or whatever. And like, there's something really, that's the same reason I cry with Bing Bong, is because that part of your childhood will never, you've grown up. There's no space for it anymore. You're a different person. You're not that little anymore. And it's like you're leaving your past little self behind. And hey, it's Dad Pods with possibly terrible service in the plant. Ander told me something about Avatar Way of the Water, and so I've been kind of on tenterhooks waiting for this thing to happen. But it hasn't happened yet, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. Last night I had to be like, somebody dies, and I had to be like, I need you to tell me if it's this person, because if it is this person, I'm not going to finish the movie. Like, I needed to know. I didn't want him to necessarily spoil it, but I was like, I have to know if this particular person stays alive. And luckily he said, yes, that particular person stays alive. The fourth one is the most beautiful Toy Story out of all of them, but I feel like the story was kind of wackadoo. I feel the same way about the fourth Toy Story movie that I feel about the third Trolls movie. I feel like it was the weirdest storyline, but the animation is the best out of all of them. And like the music and everything. If you compare Toy Story 4 to Toy Story 1, light years of a difference. But the stories, I think, in Toy Stories 1, 2, and 3 are better than the story in the fourth one. Just saying. That's my opinion. Doesn't have to be everybody's opinion. Man, I kind of wish I had a humidifier in here right now. That would be nice. Okay, I think I have to restart this because I think the sound is already wackadoo. That's what happens. Do you guys have this happen? Do you guys have the sound thing happen on your PS5s? I hope she goes to sleep. It looks like she's kind of settling down. And we're supposed to have 5 come out? What? They're doing a 5th Toy Story? How? The toys aren't even together anymore. At that point, it's not even Toy Story. It's just Woody. Right? Oh, Spanish Buzz is one of the greatest Pixar moments in, like, movie history. That sounds better. Collector's like, let me just go listen to my PS5. I'm sorry. The only reason I got one was because I had a PS4 to sell. That's the only reason I actually got one. Hey, it's Jay! Whoa, Jay, is it cold over there in Chicago? Super cold. Do you have snow? It is so cold here. Although it's warmed up just a little bit, but... Toy Story 5, Woody gets a child. What? With Bo? Interesting. I know nothing about this. Although I did look up last night if there was going to be an Avatar 3. Listen, Avatar Way of the Water is probably one of the most cinematic, gorgeous movies I've ever seen in my life. Those people look real. I haven't seen a really, really updated CGI movie in a really long time. I mean, I saw Trolls, but like, you know, the Trolls, it's supposed to be a cartoon. Those blue people look real. Everything in it looks real. The bots, the ships, everything. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely insane. But it's way too long. There's so many scenes of these Na'vi people like swimming in the water. And I'm like, okay. Yep, we get it. You can swim. You can swim. You're swimming with the whales or whatever. Let's move on. Let's move on. And last night at like 10:30, I was like, you know what? We could have been a half hour past all this crap if they'd cut out all those scenes of all the Na'vi people just swimming around in the water. Whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, it's Vosh. How are you, Vosh? Collector's like, I could get one. I'm just waiting on a great deal. I'm going to play Rebirth on it. So one game full price is not worth it to me yet. Agreed. Hold on. No. It's not one game. Because you will be able to play Horizon Forbidden West and the DLC, and the DLC is only available on PS5. So, 2 games. Two games. Look at our blue faces! I know, but they really do. They look real. It's really shocking to me, because the whole time last night I was like, all of this looks real. All of it. Oh, it's totally crazy. I need to canvas my friends for someone who will let me borrow theirs. Yeah, seriously, that's all you need to do. Dude, speaking of expensive things, I was just looking at that Lego Ornithopter set. I was gonna say I want that for my birthday. That's $165 to sit on my shelf. I can't justify that cost. I just can't. That is so much money. Wapiti! Okay, so something sketchy is going on back here. Are we talking like radiation? Are we talking like... Oh, I can go down here. Okay. Are we talking like Demogorgon? We're talking like science experiments? Upside down? What are we talking about here? Yeah, no. All Legos are pricey. But I was like, I really want the Ornithopter for my birthday and Final Fantasy Rebirth. Okay, well, those two things are almost $300 together. So I was like, okay, never mind. I just want the game. That's all I want. And I actually... Okay, wait. Oh, I thought this was the thing I could cross. It is not. Am I supposed to be here, like, at night? I feel like that's scary. Hedgehog Mad Science. They're trying to recreate... Or maybe dinosaurs? I'm really nervous that I'm here at nightfall. Do you always come here at nightfall? Is that how this works? Like, is that how this game...
This is perfect. We're doing experiments here in Wapiti Meadow. Monitoring tower. Hey there, Delilah.
Okay, I'm at the site. I don't see anybody around.
Lucky for us.
Yeah, lucky for us.
Mm-hmm.
There's some serious comms equipment out here, wireless stuff.
What do you mean?
I'm talking
It's like a
big
tower.
20-foot tall transmission tower. And they could probably listen to whoever the hell they want. They're nestled down in this valley, which makes it impossible.
It's filled! Cause it's on fire! Yeah, look, everything looks like it's on fire actually right now. Everything looks like it's on fire because it's like sunset and it's like the TNC's a bit hazy, so everything looks like it's on fire. Kind of, sort of. And this music is making me really nervous. And now I wish I had a humidifier in here. Dang it. Oh, but I don't want my stuff to get wet. What? A soil grid?
Now they're doing something with the soil out here too. It's all gridded off.
What?
Who knows what else they're up to?
Flapjacks. Beeping equipment! Oh, beeping equipment is the worst.
And there
Seriously.
are all sorts of contraptions and shit out here.
Like what?
Dishes and stuff on metal legs. There are wires all over the place. I don't know. I'm not really up on...
I was gonna say, why doesn't he just take pictures? But then I remember this is like the 80s, 90s? Yeah.
This
I have so many questions.
hardware store.
That reminds me of the scene in Megamind when she's like, where do you get this stuff? Is there some weird store where you can get like coils and is there like some supervillain store where you can get all the stuff that you need in your supervillain like hideout? And then I think Minion says, it's in Romania or something like that. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's worse that there's nobody in here or that, like, I don't know what would be worse. Bulletin board, plate, latte, thermos, a camp stove.
I'm in their main tent. I wonder where they are. All of their stuff is here.
Would you just...
You're there, so see what you can find and get out.
They know I'm here? What? Thermos. I don't want to... They know I'm here? How do they know I'm here?
I found their main monitoring desk.
Oh my god, what do you see? Seriously, at this stage, I'd believe just about anything.
Me too. Here's a clipboard.
Okay. Shit. Got another clipboard here that confirms that they're tracking our movements. The log they've got tracks the movement of 4 subjects.
You and me?
Yeah, definitely me. And I suppose you too.
What about the other 2?
What? I can't even read what they say.
Maybe the Goodwins? What if they were following them last summer?
The bees
God,
know.
Henry, I don't know. If they were, there's no
The
way Brian
bees
would know
come
that's-
down. The bees come down.
We'll talk this over and figure out how to get the hell out of here.
Oh, I should have chosen the missing girls. Tracking what?
They've got a map with all sorts of paths and areas marked out on it. There are lines that look like some of the paths I normally take.
Are you positive it's you?
The heck
Some of
is
their
going on
descriptions
here?
seem like uncharitable ways of describing me, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's Paladrin! How are you? Are you warm? Are you in this Arctic blast? Because it's like 16 degrees outside right now. It's so cold. It's so cold. It's okay. It'll only be for like 4 days and then it'll get warmer. I'm definitely kind of worried about getting Charlotte up for school tomorrow morning, though.
Some sort of monitor. I don't know what it does. Maybe air quality or something?
Maybe they're keeping data on everything that could impact our moods.
That looks possible.
Our moods? What?
There's a box here with a dial. It has a needle, like it measures Earth.
Oh.
You mean like a lie detector?
Yeah, I'm not sticking around to get hooked up to it.
Steal their stuff. Socks. There are 2
Place
cots.
sleeps 3. They've got a row of cots here.
So they live and work in
Oh,
the
3
same
cots.
tent?
Yeah, it's all one operation.
Huh, like us.
Yeah, like us.
I have so many questions. Ming. My dad just went home from 60 to 1. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, and Jay is like, it's 1 where I am. Cool. All right. We could definitely have it worse. Yeah, it is pretty cold here, but what was I supposed to grab? Did I grab something? Jam. Muckers. You know, I like those muckers. Peanut butter jelly time. Biff. Biff peanut butter. Best peanut butter is Peter Pan peanut butter. And you can fight me. It's best peanut butter ever. Okay. Have I checked everything in here? I wish there were like little things that are like, hey, come look at me. Oh. What is that?
I think I found the thing they used to track us.
Holy shit.
Why are they tracking
Yeah,
us?
like a lot.
Not the time, Hank.
It's true.
Anyway,
It's
called
true.
a wave receiver. Looks like it picks up anything that emits a signal. It's got basic hearing capabilities, everything. Holy,
Holy shit, Henry.
yeah, holy shit.
-11?
Yeah, of course.
Whew! It got down into the negatives during that crazy Arctic freeze thing that we had a couple years ago. Okay, we're following the beeping device. Where? What? But peanut butter is peanut butter for the most part. I don't notice a huge difference for the most part. Oh yeah. I kind of feel the same way, but Peter Pan peanut butter is the good. So it's leaving out. Oh.
Okay, this thing is losing its mind, beeping like crazy.
I can hear it. What's it after?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go find out.
Oh, a barometer.
I mean, this stuff looks like it just got lifted out of the space shuttle.
Wait, is it going toward the box?
I'd be a hell of a lot happier.
Yeah, seriously. I feel like I'm looking for like a spirit. Wait. Junk. What am I? Wait, did I not just do this?
They're measuring the barometric pressure, too. Why?
Or is it outside the tent?
Just a diversion.
It's obviously not in the tent. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think it's on the other side of the tent. I am so smart. There's nothing on the other side of the tent, though. No, it's definitely in the tent. I feel like this is not as hard as it should be. Or is it, it's harder there? I'm making it harder on myself somehow. Oh, mess.
I think this thing is responding to something in this pile of crap.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Dig through it.
What? What? Susceptibility to
What is it?
manipulation?
Folder of reports here.
What?
What do they say?
They're assessments about the two of us. There's stuff in here about Julia.
Like what?
Stuff I didn't tell you. This is...
What does it say about me? You said there was one about me.
And it looks
Uh-oh.
like they've been following me around.
Guilt-ridden, susceptible to influence, unsure of self, reliable.
It says that you and your boyfriend are still together.
What? We're not. They're messing with us.
Yeah, okay.
They are. How do they even know who he is? How the hell does this... I'm so sick of letting these people do this to us. We should just burn the place down.
Hold on, what?
Think about it.
That's
Worst case
insane.
scenario.
Delilah,
What?
I can't
Think
burn-
about it.
I am, and I think it's insane.
They'd be fucked.
Yeah, and how about if that fire comes up the mountain? Or someone were to die in it?
We call it in?
I would not set a place on fire out in the middle of nowhere. Well, I don't know.
No, no way.
Well, maybe it's not the best idea.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best idea.
Subject has fully engaged supervisor, trust yet to be scientifically proven. All signs point toward full de-cooperation. And then it says,
Anyway, I'm sure you are too.
subject may be aware of test. Suggest we disengage if subject decides to leave his
I
post.
don't know what the hell we're gonna do.
Okay, well, I want to take her report. Reliable, observant, charismatic, selfish, skewed perception of personal history. Never married, no kids, rarely hikes or leaves immediate surroundings, multiple lovers despite long tie partner. Named Javier. What? I have so many questions, as Henry does, I'm sure. But I'm not going to burn this place to the ground. I need to, like, know what's going on. Bad idea, generator. Don't warn the police. Yeah, don't warn the police. Don't even file a legit report when the two girls go missing and say, we saw them, but we didn't do anything to them. I just told them to stop shooting off fireworks. Yeah, she makes bad choices. And because of that, I feel like she makes me make bad choices. I don't know where the hell heck I'm going. Oh, I don't know where the heck this story is headed, but this is not what I thought Firewatch was at all. Oh my gosh!
Whoa! Oh shit!
Is that my...
Delilah, there's smoke coming from the site. I just climbed out of there and the bridge collapsed.
What the hell happened to you? It's definitely not the best idea.
Wait,
It
what
wasn't
site?
me.
What do we do?
Call it in.
Just call it in like any other fire.
And what about who started it? What about them?
The person who started it?
Yeah.
We're talking about people watching us out here who are now burning the forest and everything in it around us. I don't know what to do about that.
Except get the hell out.
Yes, get us the hell out of here.
Okay. Oh. Wait, I thought it was on day 77. I love how Henry's just like, this thing is interesting. Just the angry tosses with like, I'm done with this. I know, he can't just put anything down. It says drop, but he like chucks it. I don't know. Oh my gosh. So what was burning then? He said there was a fire at the site. Oh my gosh, as I live and breathe. It is a cootie. A cootie? A cutie? A cootie. Did I? That was the tent that was burning? You mean like the tent I was just in? That seemed really far away from where I had just been. Oh, we're using the wave receiver. What's it picking up? What's it picking up? Mug? Report on Delilah? Desk drawer? Am I hiding something in the desk drawer that I don't even know about? This game looks stressful. It's actually really not. It's pretty low key for the most part. You came at a semi-exciting time. The camp where you just were started to burn. Feed them to the forest chinchilla masses. I've never touched a chinchilla, but I've heard they're very soft. Okay, so like... what is it? Is it inside my... She's covering her face in that picture. Can I pull out that trash can? Okay. Okay, the wave receiver's beeping again.
Like a signal?
He doesn't wear his ring anymore? Oh my gosh, you're right.
What could it be?
I don't know. You gotta find out.
All right, I'm on my way now.
You know what I just picked up?
No.
A fifth of Major Bueno tequila from the creek.
Are you?
Of course she did.
No! I am getting
No! Girl. I think that's a bad
I
idea.
don't want to harsh your vibe, but maybe, just maybe, that's a bad idea.
Henry.
What?
You're harsh in my vibe.
You're harsh in my
thinking
vibe.
is I could stay up all night worried I'm gonna lose my job because of the side fire, or I could not worry and let the chips fall where they may. It's not like there's any proof.
20-sided die? Is that from
My
Dungeons and
thinking
Dragons?
is I'm gonna follow this wave receiver.
Ooh, I like it when you think.
Ay. I'll just leave you alone with whatever these
I have
thoughts
a-
are.
Lot of weird... Oh. Oh yeah, this is like D&D. The Halfling Village. Death Mountain. Blood River. The Two Orcs Lair. Is that our actual oh wow, look at that fire burn. Okay. Hey. So I'm supposed to like go, okay, all right. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Is it down this way? I don't know why he does that. I don't know why he jumps like that. Oh. Oh. Okay. This game is nothing like I thought it was going to be. Absolutely nothing. Oh, it says my radio's off. That's right, because she's getting drunk, and I don't approve of that. Not right now! That seems like a really terrible time to... Okay. Can I run while I'm holding this? Yes. The space aliens. Where the heck am I going? Oh, I don't even have a map anymore. Okay. Gap in brush. Gap in brush. Whose backpack is this?
Shit! What?
Is that an alarm box? I have so many questions. We've got a key. Oh, that's the key to the cave.
See, I found some sort of supply.
Okay,
bag.
we can get in the
Like,
cave now.
camping
Oh, that
gear,
is creepy.
clothes, and basics, but it was alarmed. I think that's what was making the receiver go haywire.
You're okay? It's not a trap or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine. But there's also a set of keys here. And I don't know why they'd be hidden out here. They say Shoshone National Forest, Cave 452. Is that the one in the canyon?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Who the hell took them?
And what the hell is in that cave?
Okay, let's just think.
Oh my gosh.
Says the woman with a half a bottle of tequila in her belly.
Yeah.
Maybe they're panicking and we're preparing to beat it. The fire has
A key to a
and
cave.
we
What
have
could
new
go
walkie-talkies,
wrong?
So we have the upper hand.
Ooh,
It's hard to believe
exciting.
You have the upper hand when you're standing in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Oh. Well, you're back in your tower. Maybe you need a drink too.
I'm not in my tower.
I was gonna say, I'm not in my
You're
tower.
looking at a man standing in your lookout. And it's not you.
What?
It is not me.
Oh my god, go.
I'm going.
I don't even know how to get there. I don't even know where I went. Where's my map? How do I even get to my tower? My tower was east? No. Oh, this is the medicine circle, which... The medicine circle was north of me. No, I'm sorry. It was south of me, wasn't it? How am I supposed to make my way back to the tower when they don't even give me a map? My body is so tense right now. Ooh, I told you. It was the guy that was looking at me with the freaking flashlight. And Delilah was like, it's outside. It's like, shut up, Delilah. Ruby River, Jonesy Lake? Where is my tower? I don't know how to get there. Oh. That's where I need to go. Two Forks Lookout. Where is it? North? Yes. Oh, it just saved, so that's cool. How? I don't know where Two Forks Lookout is. I need a map. Why did I leave my map in the... Henry, you're not a smart person. This is 100% not how to get to my tower. The shadow bears? Where is my tower? Oh, there's my tower.
Hey, I got turned around. Is that person still there?
No, he's gone.
I'll call you when I get back.
Dang it all to heck. You guys didn't tell me this game was going to be spooky. And I'd have to wander around without a map. Boo. Anyway.
I don't see anyone up here.
Okay, we'll go inside.
He was just there.
Left a cassette player taped to my damn door.
Can't remember the last time I've seen one of those.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Well, let's see what's on it.
Okay. Well,
What is it? What's on it, Henry?
It's a tape of us talking down at the site. It sounds like it was recorded from somewhere nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and it sounds like we were
Yeah.
the ones who burned it down and that it was your idea.
lost in Minecraft, dude.
We are screwed.
I need a map.
Dee, just don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
Don't freak out.
Oh my god, what the f-
What is happening? Henry! Well, maybe you shouldn't have gotten drunk, Delilah. Everything is worse when you're drunk. I imagine. I don't know. I've never been drunk myself. But that is a very incriminating soundbite, yes.
God, I think I might be sick.
What? Because you're hungover?
Bender isn't looking like such a good idea under the light of a new day, huh?
No, it isn't, but that's not it. Someone claiming to be Henry in Two Forks called a lookout in another sector early this morning and said that I knew what caused the Wapiti Meadow fire.
Oh, Wapiti. That's how you pronounce it.
So I just got off the horn with that lookout who's wondering what I know, or that I'm an arsonist, or that I'm
losing my mind.
Furthermore, I bet you don't have the only tape of us from last night, so someone has evidence to back it up. We need to find out what someone's been keeping in that cave.
Okay,
I'm going
let's
down there now.
go to the
We don't
cave.
have a lot of time left out here, and if we don't find some fucking answers,
Okay, we're going to the cave, and it's going to be a bad situation. I don't know what is waiting in that cave. We just stick together, Delilah.
Stick together.
We just got to stick
We need to
together.
keep our story straight from the first day with those girls to the person breaking in on our conversation.
Uh-huh.
Everything. We got to be honest and consistent.
We got to stop making bad decisions, Delilah.
I suppose you're right.
Bad decisions. Do I have my map? Oh, what? No. Oh my gosh, I was pushing the wrong button for the map. Oh my gosh. Bye, Boyaki. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot believe I was pushing the wrong button for the map. I am an idiot. I could have found my hideout faster last night. So now I don't have a compass. I mean, I do, but now I have the wave thing instead of a okay, I was pushing the wrong button. Okay. So the cave is to the north. West, kind of, sort of. Okay. I'm sorry, not to the north, to the south. West. I was totally pushing the wrong button the whole time.
Hey, I think you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out.
Oh, thanks for following my channel, Akuti. It's so good to have you here. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm so happy to see you in my chat. I'm going in the right direction, maybe, possibly, maybe. Oh, no, it is north of me. Oh, gosh, dang it. I am an idiot. Okay. This just in. Susie cannot follow a map, so don't ask me to. Don't ask me to navigate. Like, just don't. In your best interest. I was looking at the map. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is literally as bad as trying to control the two characters in Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. It's like, I can't do it. Okay, all right, okay, let's run. Let's jog. I'm almost at the end. Okay, what time is it? 1:20? Okay. I honestly, like, I'm trying to think in my head, like, what would be a really crazy twist? What could possibly explain all this stuff? I honestly have absolutely no idea. Not a clue. Nope. This is a mystery. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. I wanted to attempt to catch up on your videos. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of those. I have a lot of those. I mean, I stream... Well, hopefully, with streaming on Sundays, I stream like 5 days a week, so it's a lot of videos, for sure. We're kind of in the, middle of doing a bunch of, oh, no, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I'm doing a bunch of shorter games, to kind of cut down on a lot of the games in my backlog. I also am kind of sort of reconsidering not streaming Hogwarts Legacy because I realized I can use my PlayStation 3 plug, like plug that goes into the outlet in the family room, and I can keep the PS5 plug in here, so I can actually transfer my PS5 really easily from the office in there. All I have to do is just unplug it from the actual PS5. I don't have to move any cords around or anything. And so I could definitely move it in there, and Charlotte could play it in there. But at this point, I don't know if I have time because with Final Fantasy coming out.
It just stuck in my craw. I let myself imagine how fucked I would be if you didn't
I have something stuck in my claw.
I kind of just wish I hadn't.
Of course not.
I didn't. No way. They're trying to pit us against each other.
I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not gonna happen, though.
Thanks, Henry.
Delilah, you drink too much. Gotta take better care of yourself. Oh, man. Here we are. We're in the cave. What's in the cave? I don't know what's in the cave. Oh, my gosh. Wow, he unlocked that really angrily. Unlock it. I'm so glad you're here, Akuti. Cave is to the north! I don't know what I was thinking. All sorts of turned around today. Okay.
What the hell?
What? Don't like this at all. Somebody just closed me in here. I beg your pardon?
Delilah, someone locked me in the cave. Is this thing working? Delilah, send someone to the cave!
Oh my gosh.
Can't get any damn reception.
You guys, this kind of thing really happens. Like, don't go out in the woods alone. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. The idea of somebody, like...
Jesus, this is a big cave.
The idea of somebody, like, following you around in the forest, that is so horrifying. That's so scary. Even, like, in broad daylight. Like, it's not even nighttime. Grandpa! That was good. That was a good jump scare. That was a good one. So many of those. Oh, and then Ander about made me pee my pants yesterday when he literally, all he did was just open the door. That's all he did. He wasn't even trying to scare me. I have a friend who... Oh my gosh, that's a shoe!
Is anybody down there?
Oh my gosh. I have a friend that had another friend that went, like, climbing around in, thank you so much for being here, Vosh. I love when you stop by whenever it happens. I love it so much. Stay safe, stay warm, work hard. Remember who you are. They went hiking around inside a cave. It was this girl and 3 other friends, and all of them drowned in the cave. They got stuck, and all of them drowned. And it was only in like 5 or 6 inches of water. It was absolutely awful. My friend was just devastated. I didn't.
Everyone?
Oh, is that where
Then
it came
good news,
from?
everyone.
Oh, I did not know that friend of my friends very well, but oh wow, Drew, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that so much. I'm so happy you're here. Oh, we're out. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my. Is everything like burning or? I was just trapped in a cave.
Are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
Nothing yet.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus.
So you didn't find anything?
No.
I found a shoe.
There's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
Oh, what? Oh.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Okay. I understand what I am being asked to do, or I am supposed to do, or I should do. Where am I? Okay. 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 So I need to go. I need to go
Who likes good news,
south.
everyone?
Oh
Then
wow,
good
Cootie,
news,
thank you.
everyone.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate my subs. That is not something you guys have to do, and that is but I appreciate it all the same. That is very, very kind. Oh my gosh, we have a hype train. Oh, see, that's what it's because I haven't found the perfect alert yet. I gotta find a perfect alert. It has to be perfect. No, it has to be this way. It must be perfect. Perfect. Can't come up with anything either. I don't know what to have be. Where am I? Feel like I'm kind of sort of stuck here in this little clearing. Okay, I feel like I'm supposed to like climb up, but like Horizon Zero Dawn, there are usually like marks on the places where you can actually like climb. I don't understand. I'm literally... Okay, so I need to go like southeast. Okay. Nope, that's southwest. Southeast. What? I have no... Hey, listen. We don't even have Amazon Prime. We're one of the odd ones. We don't have Amazon Prime because they keep upping the price, and I just can't justify, I just cannot justify paying all that for something that I'm not going to use that often. Okay, am I crazy? There's no way for me to go like this. No. I need to go southeast. That's southeast, right there. But I can't actually climb any of these rocks. Like, there's nowhere for me to, like, grab on to any thing. Like, any, like... Oh, that's it. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. What? What the heck?
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle. A bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
Now, is Brian...
Sorry.
I can't quite remember who Brian Goodwin is. Is Brian, like... He was a kid, right? Like, he came out here with his dad, right?
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left.
CS. Pillow, dinosaur. A handmade sign. The Goodwins.
There's a ham radio schematic here, something Brian was working on.
Yeah, I think that was the one thing Ned did do with him. You know, tinkering on stuff like that.
It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were in a hurry when they left. Like I said, he wasn't supposed to be out here.
Yeah.
So the sun was not supposed to...
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dumped water on fires, and... I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied, and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and... I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was gonna bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
Man. Wizards and wyverns.
There's some grade A dork contraband here.
Yeah, he was the kid who...
Pocket protector?
Yeah, I agree. Delilah is the problem.
I guess the data sheet for one Gladius Silva. half
Silva.
elf, Armor 7.
Thank you guys for the hype train.
Classic
I
wizards
appreciate
and
it.
wyverns.
You are the problem! Delilah! It's you!
Huh. Brian stole his dad's climbing gear. His anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was gonna hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him.
Wait, but I found... Oh, no, I found them in a backpack.
Climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked.
Got it.
Asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
I do not like where this is headed when I saw that shoe in the cave.
Hey, remember that pack I found?
Back on your second day? Yeah.
I found a plan Brian drew about how he was going to get it back.
Oh, I'm sure it was quite elaborate.
It's some Wile E. Coyote stuff, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, the pack. That shoe was pretty far down there.
Brian was doing
And it's corpse!
Bouncing radio waves
Listen, this is what I think every single time I see a shoe out on the freeway or out on the street. I'm like, I really hope that person is okay.
I'm used to, yeah.
Andrew, when he was on his mission, are you saying I'm a knucklehead?
One of those knuckleheads, is that it?
I wasn't, but,
When Andrew was on his mission, he actually was on exchanges. So normally he had
surplus of
a
knowledge.
companion. Missionaries go out in pairs of 2. And he had a companion, but he switched companions with somebody else for the day.
Sweetheart.
Call me sweetheart.
And they were on their bikes, and he watched his companion. They were for that day. He was biking across the street, and he didn't look all the way across the street, I guess. And he was like, "Okay, let's go." And he went to bike across the street, and some lady hit him with her car going like 30 miles an hour or whatever. And he survived. He survived, and he actually was able to. He needed lots of medical treatment, and he was not he had to go home for a little while. But once he actually, and he had to kind of relearn, he walked with a cane for a little while and everything. I mean, he was in bad shape. The whole mission, all the missionaries in the whole mission fasted for him. And he went home, and then like, I think it was like 6 months later, he actually returned to finish his mission. That's very rare. Most of the time when missionaries, they're so young, most of the time when they come home, it's really hard to leave again after you're home with all your family and everything. But he went out and he finished his mission, and Anders said both his shoes flew off when he was hit by the car. So every time I see a shoe out in the street, I'm always like, oh gosh, I hope that person's okay. So he was out here building a fortress. Oh, I have a lot of... I'm worried about I'm really worried about that shoe.
Out here, some sort of electronic game.
Yeah? I like Pong.
I'm sorry, that's a Game Boy?
Brian had everything he loved out there.
Yeah, it was not a hiking shoe. No, it was not. I am worried about what we're gonna find. Possibly used by climbers. How? Wait a minute. How do I... I'm obviously supposed to use a rope to get down here, but I don't know how to do that. I honestly have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. I was able to pick up like a loose rock. Is that... Oh. Pillows.
This place pretty comfy too.
Did I get the anchors? Oh.
At the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
Are there anchors in here?
That little shit.
Mm. That's what they were. Okay. Got it. So I can... I got it. So now I can stick that in the rock. I imagine that's what I can do. Okay. I remember there being that rock in the cave, right where the won't stay for the stream today. Child is sick. Wife is working. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, Lindsay's little kid was
What do you think is in there?
throwing up a couple nights ago too. My best to you. There's something in there.
There's gotta be something. Why else try to kill me? I don't know, really. I mean, we gotta find out. What do you think?
Whatever it is, they don't want you telling anyone about.
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
Bashed your head in with
That's
a
true.
rock or chopped
They
you
just
up
locked
with
me in.
Are you serious with this shit right now?
a hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Yeah. Dude, I gotta figure out what happened. Yes.
Yeah, especially now that I'm thinking about all the fun ways to be killed.
No, it's because of that shoe, Henry. Come on now.
Whoever locked you in doesn't know you've gotten out. Hopefully you find whatever they're hiding in there, and it'll be worth the risk.
Okay, so we have to go down. Okay. I'm really worried about what we're gonna find in there. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Oh, also,
Hello?
those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them.
Oh, hooray!
They took some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton
And landed in jail. Hey, it's Scarecrow. How are you? Do I like tips from chat? I only like tips from chat if I ask for them. I try not to let people backseat because I want to be able to figure it out on my own. But if I do get frustrated enough, then I will ask. But just kind of unsolicited, vague hints are definitely better than like all out, like, you should do this. But usually if I need a hint, I will usually ask chat because I'd like to try and figure it out on my own. But there are definitely times where I'm like, I legitimately have no idea what I'm doing. Definitely had those moments. Definitely had a lot of those moments. Okay, so we're going this way. And it really kind of sort of depends on the game. Like, people will say things like, oh, by the way, there's an Easter egg in this room. That's helpful because that's like vague enough, but it's not like, hey, you need to go do this and there's an Easter egg. But that's nice because then I can be like, oh, sweet, I want to get an Easter egg. Where's the cave? I missed it. No, did not. I think that's going into the cave over there. Use the joystick and buttons in the appropriate combinations to do the thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it's in here. So wait a minute. She is still not asleep in there. Gosh, dang it, heck. I might have to end at 2. So 2:30. But somebody locked me in. So like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wasn't there one where the shoe was? I'm gonna sing the Doom song now. Doom, doom, doom. Drew's like, I don't have any tips. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me know. Oh no, there wasn't a thing. There was just doom, 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 doom. Oh, never mind. Let me know volume on those new commands, by the way, because I can't hear what you guys are listening to. Where's the where was the shoe? I think it's right here. Okay, right. I thought that's where we rappelled down. Oh my gosh, what community challenge? Charlotte's Journey! Oh man, she'll be so excited. We'll do that this Sunday. We'll do Charlotte's Journey this Sunday and she'll play through it and she's hilarious. Charlotte is my 9-year-old and she loves playing games. She's played Journey before. It's been a long time. She's played it before, but she has never done the whole game herself. She has only, I had to do the scary level, you know? Alphys! That reminds me of, what's his name? Alvis in, it's not Alphys, it's Alvis. In Xenoblade Chronicles. Have you ever played it? It's great. Highly recommend it, but it is a long, long game. Thank you so much for following my channel. I appreciate it. You gotta throw them, Chucks. Speaking of throwing things. So like, who locked me in here? I love Xenoblade so much, but it was too big of a time commitment for my life right now, like for me to play it on my own. I don't know if I made it halfway, but I reached wherever I reached. Oh, but then I got a Steam Deck and I was like, bye. So yeah, that was part of the problem. What are we gonna find here, you guys? I don't. You are the problem! Seriously, Henry, who does that? Like, who jumps off of a freaking outcropping like that? You are bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Oh, we've got music. Oh, that's so awful. I was really worried about that. Ugh. So sad. you think of his little fort? Oh my gosh. I knew it when I saw that shoe. Oh, that's so sad. But then, like, who locked me in the cave? I was kind of hoping that would be Brian or something, but... Oh, that's so sad. He's been there a long, long time, too. Didn't Delilah say his dad kept pushing him, so he stole the... I know. Gosh. But I brought this on myself because I was like, let's play a whole bunch of emotional games all back to back. Sounds like a great idea. Let's just get them done and out of the way. Oh, man, that's really sad. He was, what, probably like 14 or something? Well, there's a fire.
Hey, D.
So
There
sad.
you are. I've been worrying my ass off.
You need to call search and rescue.
Yeah.
What?
There's a body in the cave. It's Brian Goodwin.
Gotta be fucking kidding me. How does that... What? I don't... How?
Climbing, I think, or made to look like a climbing accident.
Made to look like a climbing accident? I don't know how to choose. I think it was an accident.
What it was. I mean, he was probably exploring the cave and maybe his rope gave out. But whoever locked me in there probably didn't even know about him. What do we do now, Dee? I mean, are you okay?
No, I'm not. He'd be alive if I had told someone he was out here. I don't know where he'd
Hey,
be.
That's
I think
true.
you're really cool. I like you a lot. Maybe we can hang out or something.
There's nothing to say. Hike back. I think we're leaving tomorrow.
Cheeseburger Champion shows up right as I'm crying. Thank you for following my channel. I appreciate that. Oh, that's so awful. Why? Ugh. So then, like, wait a minute. I'm confused, though. Because, like, what did the dad say then? The dad just left? Wouldn't he have said... Oh, but he couldn't tell anybody that his kid was out there because he wasn't supposed to be... Oh. Okay, but... There are no answers, though. Like, who was listening to us?
No, I was just busy.
Well, I heard it.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more. The service says this thing is 2% contained.
Oh, there's a
Is this
big
the
giant
Slapjack
fire out there.
Or the site fire, or...
Well, the two fires merged into one unmitigated disaster. They're renaming it after...
There was a
my
lot of distance between the shoe and the body. That's true.
Shouldn't
A
we
lot.
talk for a sec, you know, about things.
About what?
How all of this is connected.
How all this stuff is connected. The surveillance, the Goodwins, Brian's death.
Look, I don't know what to say, okay? It's like the universe cooked up the cruelest thing to have happen. Does it connect to everything else? I don't know. I don't know if I even want to.
Of course you do. There's got to be a reason.
Does there?
Maybe. Maybe not. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Well, fuck.
I was gonna say my little thing started beeping.
Find the source of that signal.
Holy crap. Yeah. Oh my god.
I like that he said holy crap after all the terrible language in this game that I am not down with. He was like, holy crap.
Whoever made the tape.
Okay.
Okay, so it's west.
Look, you should pack up everything you need in case we get the call and you can't come back.
All right, look, if something happens,
I'll remember you.
I was hoping you'd have a plan. Could this be a trap?
am I walking into a trap right now?
I hope not.
Yeah, there were rocks on top of his head too, that's true.
From a bar somewhere and not a jail cell. Please find who made that tape.
Man, that's so brutal. Where did I say it was? West? Wait. Yeah, west, okay. How can you breathe in this, Henry? Then, like, how... Oh, you say it's suspicious. Drew says that there was a lot of distance between the shoe and the body, and then Akuti added with all the rocks on top of his head. Man, I don't know. Wait, wasn't I gonna go west? I know where I'm going. Okay. The thing that makes that the most sad is his little fortress. That's awful. But yeah, the second I saw that shoe, I was like, I have a bad feeling about what we're gonna find at the bottom of that cave. Ugh. I think I'm... Oh. Okay. I gotta keep going where... Oh. We just got an autosave. We're on the right track with something. It's like autosave. Slow down, Henry. Oh, I hear airplanes. Oh, now it's to the southwest. Oh, either way, it was just sad. I hope it was an accident, though. I hope it wasn't somebody that actually did that to a child.
I think I'm getting close.
Alright, well, I just got word that they are coming to get us. My place.
You
Wait.
sound worried.
No, it's just...
Brian?
I'll coordinate with the evac team and let you know when to head towards the tram.
It's like
north,
in this
but
rock.
far, past where you found that cut back in May. There's an emergency tram out there that will let you hike to the rendezvous point at my lookout.
What am I missing? Hello? I can hear something. What am I hearing? Maybe up this... No? What the heck, man? There's no way to get around! There's something there. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, we're supposed to go this way. Okay. Alright, cool. So I can follow directions. Clearly. She never went to sleep. That little nugget. It's just constant. The minute you think you have it figured out with your toddler's naps, like, all of a sudden... Oh, I pushed the wrong button to run because I have all these different game controls in my head. Okay. Henry!
Someone left a rope for me to climb up. I'm down near the lake.
How do you know it's for you?
There's a tracking collar tied to it.
There's literally my name.
And there's another tape.
Oh my god, Henry.
Okay, am I going to listen to this? Do I have the thing on me right now? I totally do.
Yeah, hi, Henry. Hey, you better find this before it burns up. We've been causing each other a lot of headaches. Now I gotta go stake out a site that's as fit for living as the one you're about to find. You'll get it when you see it. You can't blame me for keeping an eye on you. Not after bumping into you back in May. Down by the cave, for croc's sake. I've been up here for 3 years. I kept it cozy.
What?
Winters are harsh as hell, and I ran out of books. But I got that antenna rigged up, and Delilah, she's a record you don't gotta flip. I kinda get why Brian took to her. About a week ago, I stopped worrying about you finding anything out, and that's right when everything went shithouse with you two. You guys don't know anything about having kids. All right, nobody knows nothing. It ain't Andy and Opie walking down a lake to fish every afternoon. It ain't Mayberry. But you gotta know I didn't kill him. All right, we were climbing. I was teaching him. Brian was uneducated in the way to do anything. He just fucking didn't sink his anchor the right way. You know, I thought about going back, having to answer questions, and having to get him put in the ground, and I didn't see the point. Don't come looking for me. Sorry about your wife.
Oh my gosh.
Found the surveillance operation.
Okay, what does that mean? What is it?
It was Ned Goodwin. He was the one listening to us.
He's been living out there for 3 years.
Ned Goodwin. He made the tape?
Yeah. He's gone. He's deeper into the Shoshone.
Oh my
He doesn't want
gosh.
anyone to know he's out here.
Because he killed Brian. Because he killed his fucking son. You need to get back here.
I don't know if he did kill
The
him, but
helicopters are making rounds.
Okay.
it's really hard to... Okay, where am I going? Evac point? Okay, I'm going to the... Okay. It's really hard... I don't know, because didn't Delilah say he was a crappy dad? And I'm not saying crappy dads kill their kids. I'm just saying they didn't... Obviously, there was something... Brian... It sounded like Brian didn't really want to be out there with Ned, or didn't want to be with Ned anyway. I don't know, it could have been an accident, but at the same time, Delilah said it sounded to me like when Delilah said Brian didn't really like climbing, but Ned made him do it anyway. Like, if your kid doesn't enjoy doing something that could potentially be really dangerous, don't make them do it then. That's awful. Whoa, I just went up, and now I'm going down. Huh? Oh, nope. Okay. No. Where am I going? Oh, further up. This way. Either way, the whole thing is just so sad. She is not asleep yet. Will you go pull her out? I'll finish up here in the next, 10 minutes.
I have to go. Opening this door because Jerry Simmons has a stroke last night. Hospital dying.
Oh, go.
And so I'm going to go test the roads here real quick. Anyway, long story short.
I'm so sorry. Will you bring her in here with me, please? Wow, sadness all around. Anders going to bring Auden in here with me for just a second. I know I'm super close to the end of the game, so I don't want to just be like, all right, we'll just cut things short. I might as well. But I'll take Auden in here with me and we'll just give her the iPad. Pro parenting. Well, hi. Goodness. Can you say hi? We got bedhead.
Did you never go to sleep?
She never went to sleep. Will you go get the iPad for her or take her into your room, please? Oh, great. Well, then she'll watch it with you. There is a man. Oh, gosh.
Look at that.
There's a man in our church congregation who is a military veteran, and he has, I actually don't know if he has Parkinson's, but he's just had lots of health issues, and he's lost a lot of the feeling in his legs. He thinks it was because he was jammed in the cockpit of a tiny little plane for so long in the military. But he and his wife had a stroke and could barely walk and couldn't speak very well, and their son had lots of issues, and his daughters were out here living with the grandparents because the son was not a fit parent. And then the son came out here. No, I think they lost their brother, the girls, the grandkids that were living with the people in our church congregation. I think they lost their brother. I think he overdosed. And then their dad came out here and he was living with them. And then he just let his health get really bad and had this wound on his body that just wouldn't heal. And he basically went septic and almost died. And now apparently the grandfather just had a massive stroke last night and he's dying in the hospital right now. Sometimes life's just hard. I feel so sad for those girls. Ugh, what a sad day. This has all been so sad. This whole day has just, from like the second I went live, like everything's just been so sad.
I guess he's been dumping trash up here for a while.
Oh, wait, this is like his hideout, kind of, sort of?
There's a clothesline.
I don't know him very well, but I kind of sort of know the girls, and it's just one of those situations that is such an awful situation. Like, the parents aren't fit to have the girls, and so the girls have been living with the grandparents, but the grandparents aren't fit to have the girls either because the grandparents have health problems of their own. No grandparent really wants to look after their grandkids. Like, they've done that. They were parents. They had their kids. But I think their son was... I think he got into drugs, and it's just awful. Just terrible the way that life can just, I know, it's just really sad. Just really, like the girl, I don't know what'll happen to the girls. I don't know where they'll go. Although I guess they're living with their dad. Hi, Stixel. Anyway, the whole thing is just really sad. That's really awful. So Andrew was like, I just have to go. It sucks. Oh, this is an improvised hatch. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Can you guys imagine living in this place?
God. What? Nothing, just some of Brian's stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Brian was a nice looking kid.
Yeah.
To a rad, bad mega dad. Wizards and wyverns.
He held on to some of Brian's things, his wizards and wyverns.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he found it riveting.
Do we think the dad killed the kid, or do we think that was an accident? Because I really don't know.
He wrote down everything he did to us, and everything he did every day. He was scared shitless.
I bet.
Like, how do you... So what? He just sat here?
He had quite the view.
Oh, yeah, there's my tower.
He could see my lookout.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what you want me to say. We're in the middle of a fire that is at 22,000 acres and growing. Fast.
It's gonna burn all of this up.
Well, take a picture if you're so keen.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I had a
You're not?
camera.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to take a picture. Why would I take a picture of this? Why would I want to remember this? What an awful summer.
He was rigging up stolen batteries to keep his stuff going. You should see some of the stuff he was working
I
on.
say it's an accident just because I want to sleep. I know, I kind of feel the same way. I'm like, well, I say it's an accident because I just can't imagine anybody actually doing something like that to a child, especially their own child, but I know... Oh, he took the boombox. Okay, that does make sense. That's our boombox.
Goodwin was the one who wrote the reports I found at the site.
Okay. That's my boombox. My boombox. You're just a sad man that lives out in the woods. How to break in. Staff return August. Return borrowed equipment. Erase H+D evidence. Okay, that's Henry and Delilah. Leave no trace. Never. Crap! That's what happens when you type on a typewriter. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I expected the story of this game to be, but this was not it. Holy moly, wow. Shame on all of you for making me play this after Brothers. Oh my gosh. List of supplies. That's a little too close, Henry. Okay, I think I've... There's a bone. Hang in. That's what I heard. That's what I heard when I was down there. Okay, yep, that's what I heard. I heard his little wind chime. I heard that little chiming, and I was like, there's something here. I just don't know where. Okay. It's time to go. Right? Right? Some of us live to torture you. I mean, like I said, I knew this list of games. Like, I knew they were... Oh, wait. Where am I going? Oh, wow. I'm going to the west. I need to go to the north. Oh, wait. The north is that way. The north is literally the way I just came. Hike north to thoroughfare lookout for evacuation. Wait, what? No. I knew there was a chance. I knew there was a chance. All the games that have been on my list, like all the shorter games that have been on my list, I knew there was a chance that all of them would make me emotional. And that's okay. That is okay. Wait, but I can't go north. Like, I can't... Okay, so I just have to go back down around this way then, I guess. It was just so unexpected. Like, with Brothers, well... With Brothers, I feel like I kind of had I had a feeling I knew what was going to happen. Oxenfree? I don't think I've heard of Oxenfree. I also need to add Obra Dinn to my list, too. That goes on sale periodically. Air's gonna be so pleasant. Oxenfree. Is that a creepy game? Dude, I love creepy games. But only if they're not gory. I can't do gore. Like Darkwood? Perfect. Totally perfect. Right up my alley. Loved Darkwood. Little Nightmares? Not so much. Little Nightmares was too much violence insinuated against children. It really stuck with me. I had a hard time getting that out of my head. What was the other scary game I really liked? Oh, I loved Outer Wilds, and the DLC in Outer Wilds was great. I loved it. It was so great. I had so much fun. It scared me so much. It's a walk and talk game like this one. It sounds like it'd be spooky. Yeah, that's where most of my jump scares commands come from. Is not Oxenfree, I'm sorry. Outer Wilds. Or a lot of those, especially in the DLC. And I remember downloading the DLC, and it was like, you have the opportunity to turn off reduce frights or something. And I was like, whoa, what? What kind of frights are we talking about here?
Relieved that there's no evidence of us starting that fire. Relieved that we're not crazy. That there wasn't some conspiracy. But I'm not.
I'm not relieved either.
It was a sweet kid. With a shitty father who hid out here like a coward after dumping him in a hole.
I don't know.
No fucking shit.
But
what?
I don't know if he killed him.
Sorry.
I don't know.
God, it would have been so easy to tell the truth and have him sent home.
Yeah, Delilah, why didn't you? But then at the same time... Yeah, but you didn't.
When they asked you, you didn't send him home.
No.
Sorry,
Just
but
gotta
it's
live
true.
with it, Delilah. It won't be that hard.
If you say so.
D?
Man,
Oh, fuck.
it
Is that a
sucks.
helicopter?
Yeah, hold on.
Probably.
Hey. No, there's one more. Yes, here, yeah. Yeah, he's coming.
Where am I going?
Okay, 1 second.
I guess I need to go to the
They're
east.
here, but they're making rounds. They'll come back. I think I'm gonna go with them.
Yes, we found it. Go.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah?
I mean, it's dangerous here, and
I did
if
not
anything
connect
were to
with
happen,
Delilah as much as
Yeah.
maybe other people did. I didn't really find her...
Okay?
I don't know.
I said it was.
Go.
Alright, I should go.
Have a safe flight.
Alright, have a safe hike.
We're trying to decide if it was an accident or if the dad did it. I really don't know. I'd like to think it was an accident, but... I don't know. She's bad at the job that really requires you to be good at it. Agreed. I did not love her a lot. And I know that there was probably like a situation where if you chose the right answers, you could probably kind of sort of be romantic with her. But I never really wanted to be romantic with her. Like I just didn't, she didn't ever strike me as the type of, I don't know. I just didn't ever feel that for her as like the protagonist. She just never gave me those vibes. I could tell sometimes she kind of sort of acted that way toward me, but I just never, she kind of bugged me actually. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with Collector. Any more skinny dippers? No, actually. We found the kid at the bottom of the cave. He fell. Well, he may have fallen. I don't know. I can't decide if I thought, wait a minute. I can't decide if I think it's an accident or if it was not an accident. I really don't know. I really want to believe that it was an accident, but I don't know because Delilah said the kid's dad was really crappy. But the one thing that bothers me the most about that is the fact that Delilah said Brian didn't like climbing. And so he eventually stole all the like carabiners or whatever because his dad kept pushing him. But his dad kept pushing him anyway. And so I find it very suspicious that Brian would have done climbing when he didn't like it. So yeah, that was heavy. That sucked. Must have been, what, 14, 13? Too young. That's awful. So did Ned start the fire then? And like, he wants to just burn up all the evidence? Is he going to stay out here? Is he just going to burn with it? Like, what's he going to do? Oh, there it is. I think so. Delilah was just like those, probably. It was really hard to sympathize with her. She just kind of bugged me. She just kind of made me frustrated. I feel like her character design was good because, like, I don't know if you're necessarily really supposed to like her a lot. I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on the person. Some people might have really liked her. I personally didn't. She kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and the fact that she was getting drunk on the job when she was, like, had a very important job to do. And she was asking me a lot of really personal questions that I feel like... I don't know if I would have liked to be asked those personal questions from someone I don't know and from someone... Yeah, and why flee to the wilds if it was just an accident? I kind of agree with that. Although he said, I just didn't think it was... What parent says, I don't want to put my kid in the ground? What's the point? I find that very suspicious. And the more I think about it, oh, what? This is where I can... I thought I... Now, it could have been a semi-accident, like Brian didn't want to go, but Ned pushed him into going anyway, and then he fell. Is Delilah's lookout up there? Okay. And then Brian fell, and so Ned felt really guilty and felt really awful, but that still would have been Ned's fault because he knew that Brian didn't like climbing, and oh, that was pointless and stupid. He knew he didn't like climbing, and he made him do it anyway, and you have to be really, I don't know, I find that really interesting. I don't know. I've taken it as an accident, but he blamed himself and couldn't face it otherwise. Yeah, I can see that as well. I don't know, there are some really suspicious things about it. I don't know. I really don't know. He definitely didn't paint a very good picture for himself if he wasn't a very good dad and then something like this happens. But at the same time, I'm sure he loved Brian because he was his parent, and I'm sure he loved him. And so there was probably a whole lot of grief involved with that as well, and he probably couldn't face... That's crazy. That's so sad. I know people like that make their kids do things even if their kids don't want to do those. Oh, I thought that was a person. Even though their kids don't want to do things, and they're things that like really shouldn't even matter. Like if your kid doesn't want to do something, then... And I mean something that's optional. Like if he didn't like climbing, then don't make him climb. That's a really, really serious thing that can get out of hand if your kid isn't on board with like...
Hey, I'm at the evac spot near the ravine. Delilah, are you there?
No, she left.
Delilah?
Okay, well, I'm the one who told her to go, so, Henry. Oh my gosh! I didn't know you were there. What? Okay. Okay. I thought you'd already left. Oh, that's right. Okay. Hey, it's Chiron! How are you? Are you staying warm? Is it warm, cold where you were? It's so cold here. Anders says the roads are dry, though. This game is so sad. It went from, like, really spooky to just sad. Am I supposed to go, like, up to the tap? Am I supposed to go up here? No. Yes? Pencil sharpener. Where am I oh. I was gonna say, where am I putting all these books if I keep taking them? A drawing by Delilah. Here's me. What we know. white shorts. Excellent job, Delilah. That's not even like the first of the year isn't even, the first month isn't even over yet. Radio headset.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Hi. Yeah, it's me. I'm back at the staging area near the trailhead. I think I see your truck.
Red? Colorado plates?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a piece of shit.
Classic Delilah.
Hey, that's a man's pickup
Classic.
you're talking about.
I think there might be a raccoon living in it.
Make sure he's comfy, I guess.
Hey, it shouldn't take long for the helicopter to reach you.
Okay.
There's a debrief in a situation like this. Lots of questions.
Shit. So,
Well, yeah.
stock, we found out an old lookout killed his only son and decided to become a lonely hermit.
Yes.
Oh, so they say it happened on purpose.
Basically started another.
Okay, so that's a wash.
Oh, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing every summer from now on that isn't this.
You're not coming back?
I wouldn't be able to come back.
And you'll have to... I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what's next.
Tell you what, why don't you choose for me and I'll choose for you?
All right.
What is this? Did she draw that picture?
Maybe.
I don't think she would make a good shrink, and I don't want her to come to Boulder with me.
Aid emporium with your sister.
I'd be trading cute ski bombs for yogurt.
See, I know that there's probably a romantic storyline you can choose, but she never ever made me feel like I wanted the two characters to get together. She was trying. I felt like in some instances, I did not want Henry to reciprocate.
And then you can figure it out. Maybe put that typewriter to good use. Give me a sexy accent or something if you write about this.
I am. Yeah.
You gotta go see her.
I mean, it's...
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it's hard not to kind of become close to somebody when you work together so closely, even if you're not like face to face with each other. I imagine it's totally, you know. I'll go see her.
I mean, I think you're right.
I know it looks like there's a lot of tequila in there.
When I get back, maybe I could,
We shouldn't focus on this summer. Next year we'll roll around, and then the year after that, and then it's just
Oh yeah, because it's MLK Day. Yeah, Charlotte doesn't have school either.
Judy called it a pause in the hallway of time.
Papa's gone, Bubby girl.
Did your Aunt Judy smoke a lot of pot?
Yeah?
Well, you should try to take her advice too.
Yeah, we'll see.
There's the helicopter.
They'll land back where you hiked up.
I don't have another lollipop. You too.
You too. Good luck.
No. Henry, you keep it for yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Bye, Hank.
Who likes good news? Everyone? Then good news, everyone!
Helicopter, let's get out of here. I want to get off this mountain. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's Jordachi! How are you, Jordachi? It's so good to see you. Is it cold where you are? Are you in this Arctic blast? Because, wow, it is really cold here. Like, heckin' cold. And we just finished a really sad game. That's so sad. Cold and snowy. Yeah, let's get out of here. So what happens to Henry then? Like, I need to know. Like, this story seems kind of crazy. Oh, we don't know. So this story seems kind of crazy, but thank you so much for the sub, by the way, Jordachi. I appreciate that so much. This story may seem kind of crazy, but like this kind of thing happens. People stumble upon terrible things that happen I mean, it just, like, life happens. Terrible things happen, and people... Oh, these are my pictures that probably didn't... I took, like, 4 of. Oh, that's a good one. Let me close my door. Hold on. Rich Sommer. Sissy Jones. Look at all my empty pictures. Oh, but there's one of the torn up campsite. I forgot I had a camera. Totally forgot I had a camera. There are my 2 pictures of the ripped up tent. Okay, somewhere only we know. Let me look up the words. What an interesting... Is this thing working? Oh, the flash. Oh my gosh. An interesting song for the end of it. Oh, Jordachi just sent me a sticker. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I know, Oh, look at me. Look at me. Oh, yeah, I'm Henry. Look at me. There's my backpack. Yeah, I'm a cool guy. I am a cool, cool guy. Okay. I'm going to mute that for you guys, and then I'm going to mute it for me, and I'm going to sing this little snippet for Jordachi here. Oh, simple thing, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. And if you have a minute, why don't we go talk about it somewhere only we know? This could be the end of everything, so why don't we go somewhere only we know? Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's Auden. That's for you, Jordachi. That is for you. Thank you so much for the sub. I'm going to go open this door because now my toddler wants in. Was there a picture of Ned that I missed? Probably, because I was singing. Yeah, a Tennessee whiskey vibe, which definitely does not fit the vibe of, like, this entire game. That was so not what I was expecting. Oh, you can wander the world at your own pace. Ned and Brian at the end. Oh my gosh, I'm actually so glad I missed that. I'm gonna look up that picture. What were their names? Oh, that picture was Ned, and then there was a picture of Brian. Oh my gosh. That's so awful. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was not it. Man. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for making me play a game once again. Like I said, though, it's on me. It's my own fault. I knew that all the games on my list that we did that we did a poll for, all the kind of shorter indie games, I knew all of them had the potential to make me emotional. But I knew what was coming when I saw that shoe down there. It was pretty clear that when I saw, like, oh no, I guess there wasn't the cracked rock that you could, like, put a, what is it called? Like not a piston, but whatever it was in. I knew that when I saw that big, like, drop, I knew that I was going to find a way to get down there. And then later on, when I saw the shoe, I was like, But I certainly didn't expect it to be so sinister. I thought maybe a piton. Oh yeah, piston? No, piston is something different. I didn't expect it to be so sinister though. But like I said, like this kind of thing happens because accidents happen, people get lost, people fall off, you know, people that are even really talented hikers and things fall off of trails, off of mountains, off of things like that. And then somebody finds them or people get lost out in the woods and things. It's like this kind of thing actually really happens. The crazy thing about it though was all the surveillance and everything. The fact that Ned was like listening to us the whole time. That was very, very bizarre. And it went from creepy and spooky to just really heavy and sad. I don't know. I feel like they do leave it slightly open-ended to your interpretation of what you think happened because the dad said it was an accident, but I don't know. That was pretty shocking coming across the body though. That was a big surprise. And like I'm a parent, so first of all, the idea of a child losing their life so early in life, you know, that's really sad to me. And then also just, I don't know how someone can do that. I don't know how someone can do that to any human life, let alone their own kid. I just don't understand. And he said, you don't know what it's like being a parent. Nobody knows. Nobody really knows. And it's true. Like being a parent is really stressful. But piton. I've never even heard of that before. See, every time there's some sort of like sporting thing or whatever, there's always like language that goes with it. And I'm not a rock climber. I don't know. What I do know is this was so unbelievably unexpected. Like with The Tale of Two Brothers, it was kind of clear what was going to happen from the beginning. Like you had a goal and it was like, all right, you're either going to save your dad or you're not, right? And I had a feeling I knew what was going to happen, but I've already talked about what I thought was going to happen because if there are people in chat that haven't played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, I'm not going to spoil it. But there's something I thought that was going to happen at the end, and it didn't. And I was actually really mad about it. So, like, I kind of had a feeling that I knew what was going to happen, and, like, I kind of knew it was coming, but I was still kind of surprised. This one, no idea what was coming. Absolutely no idea. I thought you were going to go through the summer and, like, spill your guts to Delilah and tell her all these things, and then, like, you were going to end up explaining things. Well, I thought your story was going to come out through the gameplay, and it really kind of didn't. Your story was at the beginning, and then the gameplay was kind of sort of reminiscing just a little bit, but they really just kind of hit you hard at the beginning, and then of course they hit you hard again at the end. But with Brothers, like I thought I knew what was going to happen. I thought I had a feeling I knew what was going to happen, but man, are there multiple endings to this? I don't know. I have no idea. Indies can be sad, but I will be totally honest. I also cried in Tears of the Kingdom, and I cried in Horizon Forbidden West. I cried a lot in that one, actually. I had like a complete meltdown halfway through the game and just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. I think I was playing it by myself. And then I played through it a second time. Hey, it's Artemis! It's Susu. I played through it a second time because the first time I played Horizon Forbidden West was on my PS4, but then I ended up, because I never thought I'd get a PS5, and then I ended up getting really lucky, and I had a friend that actually sold me theirs because they got one of their orders, like, they thought didn't go through to Target or something, but then it did go through, so they ended up getting two. I know nobody believes me. I've had people go, okay, yeah, it fell off a truck. Got it. No, I paid for it, and my friend paid for it, and so I got a PS5, and I was like, I have to experience Forbidden West on the PS5, and it does. It looks a lot better on the PS5, and I'm really grateful because I got to play the DLC as well, and I cried the second time. Cried the second time too. I don't think I cried as hard, but I did cry the second time. But like with Tears of the Kingdom, I hadn't even really played the game yet. Like it was that first jump, and there were so many feelings and emotions that came through my brain. And then there were multiple emotional moments in that game for sure. My guess is I'll probably cry in Final Fantasy Rebirth as well. I cried in Final Fantasy VII Remake. That was really when I fell into the church and that piano version of Aerith's theme was playing, it was just piano. There's nothing else, just piano. I was alone. It was late at night, and I was sitting on the floor in my family room on a pillow because we had pretty recently just moved into this house, and we had a relatively small TV at the time. And so I couldn't see if I was sitting back on my couch. So I was sitting on the floor on my pillow, and I just paused the game, but left my headphones in, and I just cried for like 5 or 6 minutes, just listening to the music, just cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. Ooh, Chain got Misty playing God of War Ragnarok. You know what? That's right. You beat me to it, Artemis. You did. Emotional damage. Yeah, and there are people that haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII in chat. I know it's been out forever, but there are people that haven't played it yet, so they don't know exactly how the story all plays out. But for me, it's not even so much just the I'm peanut butter and you are jelly and we're so happy on our little piece of bread. I remember the day that I first saw you sitting across the cupboard with your little jelly friends. You are sweet and I am chunky. You're low fat. Well, I'm working on that. 'Cause I'm peanut butter and you are jelly and we're so happy on our little piece of bread. I just heard Charlotte join in for a second around the corner. But when I cried in Final Fantasy VII Remake, it wasn't even so much just like it was kind of the music all around. Like when I sat down to play it and that very first music like started, it'll probably happen again. That very first music, like the reunion music starts playing at the beginning. That got me going. And then even like the battle music, which isn't emotional at all, like it shouldn't make you cry at all. It's like da 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 da. Oh my gosh, I cried when I heard that too, because I was like, man, this is like all my dreams coming true from like 14-year-old me. All this music has been remastered. It's played by a full symphony, and music just does that to me. Music makes me really emotional. So I remember I don't think I cried when I was playing the game, but I put the soundtrack on later and I was getting ready to take a shower, and I just got so overwhelmed and I just burst into tears in the bathroom. No, that's a cup of noodle, babe. Are we hungry? No, that's a cup of noodle. That has to be really hot, but you must be really hungry. So it's probably time for Mama to sign off, and then I will get you some food, okay? No. You have to put water in there, see? It's hard. You can't even eat it. It's just a cup of nude. Cup of nude. I remember playing Tears of the Kingdom, and when I had to do, yep, it was just, that was probably one of the most emotional responses I've ever had to a game, for sure. But, I've cried in plenty of games. Lots and lots of games have made me sad. Oh, okay, whatever, that's not working. Yeah, the title screen that's kind of what it was. It was like sitting at the title screen and listening to that music. First of all, the way that they redid it was really pretty. The fact that they added snare drums in it and everything was really amazing. And then it just kind of this wave of nostalgia and like all the memories of when I was a kid, but everything that was all wrapped up in that too. Like playing games as a kid, the easy life when I was a kid, not having any responsibilities, just kind of all that all mixed in together, and it made me really emotional. I did finish Firewatch, and it was pretty heartbreaking. Ugh. That was really sad. This game didn't even really have a happy ending either. Well, okay, here's what we do. Here's what we do now. I'll do another poll on Discord because there are 2 games from the last poll Like if we take Firewatch out of the answers, there are 2 games from the last poll that were tied. So I'll put a new poll up on the Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord, if you have not already, it's a super fun place. Excellent. More of the same of this. Just good vibes, happiness. I definitely don't go out of my way to play sad games or like read sad books or listen to sad or like watch sad movies. But, you know, sometimes it's like we were talking about earlier, like sometimes you got to have sad moments because if you don't have sad moments, you don't appreciate the happy ones. And you don't appreciate what you have until it's gone, right? So, oh snap. We just got Bam Prime. Is that somebody here? Who dat? I love you for joining the server. Oh, yeah. So I'll put a poll up in the, I think the Susie Grace gaming backlog channel. I'll put a poll up for the next indie game we're going to play. We're kind of sort of doing a lot of, oh, that's Bam! Oh, excellent. I'm so glad. Fantastic. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That just made me so happy. So I will post a poll for the next indie game. I'm sorry, I just said that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to kind of plan my streams out because Final Fantasy Remake is being released next month. Next month is my birthday month, and that's all I want for my birthday. My birthday is before the game releases, but it technically doesn't come out until the last day of the month anyway, so it's technically like the end of February. So we kind of decided to do a bunch of shorter games, but they all happen to be kind of emotional games. So, and emotional they have been. Oh, I didn't cry in Twilight Princess, but I was pretty heartbroken. I was like, that was one of those games that was a lot like the end of Hollow Knight, where I just remember staring at the screen like this. I was just horrified. I was like, what? I was so mad. Oh, the end of Hollow Knight did that to me too. So we're kind of sort of playing like some shorter games that I can knock out in like 2 or 3 streams and kind of getting those out of the way. I have posted games on the Discord polls that I own, but I'd also really like to play Cocoon. Anybody here played Cocoon? How long is it? I've never played Persona 5. What other games have made me cry? Horizon Forbidden West. Tears of the Kingdom. I get really kind of emotional. Final Fantasy VII. I get really emotional at the end of Okami because Okami has a really kind of beautiful moment at the end that's really, really heartwarming and kind of just elicited a very emotional response. I've also been told I would probably cry if I played Final Fantasy X. I just played The Tale of Two Brothers. And you're right. That made me cry hard. This made me cry. I didn't cry as much in this one, but there was some sad. Oh, 5 or 6 hours. Was it amazing? I've heard really good things about it. And I really loved Inside. It sounds weird being like, I really loved these crazy, disturbing, messed up games. But I loved Inside and Limbo. Some of the best puzzle games I've ever come across. Also, my brother mentioned a game that he just started called Karma Zoo. And he was like, I just found the funniest, greatest little pizza game. And I was like, is it Pizza Tower? Because everybody goes on and on about Pizza Tower. And he goes, no, it's called Karma Zoo. And I was like, and it's about pizza? Anyway, my brother usually has pretty good recommendations. So there's that. But anyway, so I'll put another poll up on the Discord and everybody can vote. Just vote like with emotes or whatever. But we're just going to go through a couple short games and then just kind of see where that puts us. But I'd really like to start streaming Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm not saying it has to be the day it releases because I don't even know if that's a day I would stream anyway. I don't know. But I'm also going to be gone for a week in Florida in February. So that also takes 1 week out of it. A Tale of Two Brothers was rough. That one was really, really rough. That one really made me sad. And I knew it. Like, I knew it. I know all these games have the potential to make me cry. I'm fully aware of that. And it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you just got to cry it out. Just gotta cry it out. But I really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me and being my support system while I make it through these sad games.
Can I try Nobody Saves Me?
Sure.
Why did this game make you cry?
Oh, we're not gonna talk about that. It's definitely not kid friendly.
Somebody die? In a fire?
'Cause it's called
We're not
Firewatch.
gonna talk about it.
Maybe when I'm older.
Maybe when you're older.
I
Maybe.
got a billion things to wait for when I'm older. Hey, Mama, take a look.
It turned the R into a face.
Take a look. Hold on.
Where's Bubby?
She's in the family room doing something.
Oh, okay, right on. Oh my. Do you still play that game?
Yeah. I was wondering
Okay,
if I could
let me
get
finish
it.
my stream, babe.
I'll see how much it is.
But I love every single one of you, and I think you are amazing human beings, and I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys being here. Time is a hot commodity, and I'm very grateful that you guys spend some of your time with me. I really appreciate that a lot. We talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but life is hard, and there are bad things that happen to people, and there are bad things that happen to everyone. And I just hope, if you're going through a rough patch in your life, I really hope you find the help you need. I hope you find the support you need. I hope you can find peace. While I don't really want my Discord to become a place that's just for like venting problems, because I don't think many of us are really qualified to give advice because we're not professionals. But if you are struggling and you don't feel like you have anybody to reach out to, just know you have this community, and I appreciate everybody and their support. Ma'am, I need you to let me finish my stream, chickadee.
I like games where I do
Go!
where I just fight and fight and fight, because then I get a billion chances to kick the butts of my enemies.
Oh my god. They say hi, by the way. But life is hard, and there are crappy things that happen to everybody, and I know there are times where life seems kind of hopeless, but you know, the sun always rises and things will get better. And I hope you can find a support group and a support, you know, to help you through your hard time. And that is my goal with streaming, is to just try and bring some positivity into some people's lives. If I can make one person's day better through whatever it is, through my streaming in some way, then I consider that a success. I really am an advocate for positive attitudes, and life is hard. Life sucks. I am so glad you are all really, I'm so grateful for all of you. I appreciate your bad jokes, DJ BJ. I love them. I'm so glad you're here, Drew and Bam, everybody, all of you. I'm so glad you're here. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll start something new. I'll post that, you know what I mean? I'll post that poll on the Discord, but just choose kindness, because you just never know who's going through what, and if people are struggling in their lives. There's a quote I really love. It's like, if you treat everybody you meet as if they're in a crisis, you will be right more than half the time. It's true. Everybody's going through something. So, but I'll be back tomorrow. Today was kind of heavy. Today's stream was kind of heavy and sad. I think we got the heavier of the emotional games out of the way, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Like Collector said, if we do air, it'll be like, oh, this is amazing. Or like Owlboy, I think, is on there. I have Superliminal as well. I don't know anything about Superliminal. I just saw it was on sale and somebody told me to buy it, so I did. I don't know anything about it. Zippy Zap. I hear it's kind of Stanley Parable vibes. Anyway, but I'm also down with Cocoon. I haven't purchased Cocoon yet, but anyway, I'd like to kind of play through the games I own first, to be totally honest. But anyway, I'll post that poll. Oh yeah, I have Turnip Boy, so I imagine I'll be able to get the DLC when that comes out, right? Because I played Turnip Boy and it was a delight. Highly recommend it. If you're looking for a slice of positivity, that's it. So everybody have a good rest of your day. For those of you that are in the cold, I hope your power holds. I hope you stay warm, and I hope you stay safe. For those of you that aren't in the cold, I also hope you still stay safe and that you stay warm. And thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of my community. And yeah, I'll see all of you guys next time. I hope I didn't ruin anybody's day with today's stream. It was kind of a heavy one. I'm so sorry. But I now kind of see the hype of Firewatch. It's a really unique game. And it's kind of one of those that, like, you kind of can't really replay. You know, I mean, you can. Maybe there are multiple endings. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But thank you, everybody, for being here. And thank you for all your support. And I will see all of you guys tomorrow. Adios, you guys.